La di da di da, la da.
Hey everyone, my name is Brianna. I'm the head honcho at Bamby Media, and I want to go through for you quickly today how to have the best possible home recording setup for your podcast production. Okay, firstly, how high are your ceilings? If your ceilings are super high, then it is going to be a potential issue, especially if you have wood floors or concrete floors as well. That is a big lot of reverberation that will happen the higher the ceilings are if you only have wood or concrete floors. Lots of bouncing will go on with higher ceilings, and I hear it all the time. So the way to combat that, if the ceilings are high and you do have those kind of floors, you need to put lots of soft furnishings in the room. So if you can get a couch, or if you have a couch, make sure it's kind of close. Put blankets and pillows and those sorts of things. Like, obviously they don't need to stay in the room, but put them on the floor. Make as much like bouncing notness happen. So that would be what I would suggest there, is lots of soft furnishings, lots of pillows, cushions, anything that you can do to put on the floor to actually dampen that noise, a rug, that kind of stuff. That would be the tip number one if you've got quite high ceilings or lots of concrete or lots of wood. And then number two, is there a window, and is your recording microphone close to that window? If it is, try and not have that happen, because window is glass. Unless you have curtains or blinds aren't great. Curtains are good because, again, it's like a soft furnishing, so you want to close those curtains and be as far away from the window as you possibly can. So that's number two. If there's a window, try and avoid it, because glass provides a lot of reverberation as well, and also it means that you're just closer to the outside world where there's birds and dogs and whatever, cars. So that's number two. Number three is around microphone placement. So I've gone through in another video what the best optimal microphone placement is, best technique for that. I'm just going to show you quickly as well. If you're going to have it on a desk, which most people do, make sure that the microphone is nice and close to your mouth. Okay, so like here, if you can see, for this type of microphone, which is a handheld, you want it to be about there. So just be aware of where your microphone is placed on the desk so that it's propped up as much as possible. And then as far as the size of the room is another thing to be aware of as well. Lots of people like to record in their walk-in robes because there's lots of clothes and things hanging, which is really good. It sucks up all the noise. And it's quite a small room. Small rooms are great because there's not a lot of area for there to be reverbs. So if you do have a small room, if you've got a study with carpet floors, that kind of thing, that's great. They're the main things to kind of think about. How big is the room? Like, can the sound reverberate? When you clap, how much can you hear the echo? Like, that will tell you where the reverberation is and how much of it there is. It does take a while for you to hone in on that skill as to far as like hearing that in your ears, how much echo there is, but just clap around the room and see what you can hear. If it's quite dead when you clap, then that's a good thing for your home setup. So you can also get acoustic paneling, which is like this foamy stuff. I'll put some links in so that you can have a look, but you can just place it on walls and those sorts of things with like blue tack or whatever, or like the 3M like Velcro-y things that you can do. So you could put that kind of paneling around if you're wanting to create a space that's kind of just your studio. That's really cool as well if you've got a little bit of cash to do that. That would be my main tips, I think, for actually setting up a home recording setup really well. The other thing to mention is obviously have a computer, have a laptop, have somewhere that you're recording it into, use a microphone, and have headphones. Don't just like have it coming out of your laptop, the sound. You definitely don't ever want to do that. So make sure you always have headphones in when you're recording. That will stop any bleed from the microphone going out to anything else. And that's my tips for a home recording setup. There are so many things you can do if your recording environment isn't optimal. Mostly it's soft furnishing, carpets, rugs, curtains, things like that to really dampen as much noise as you can. If you want any other tips, you can certainly go through and see what there is on my IGTVs. Head to my website as well, bambymedia.com, which there's a whole bunch of things on there and all the kind of services and packages that we have as well. We help people launch all sorts of things all the time in the digital media space. And there's a contact page on there as well. And that's it. I hope that was helpful. Bye.
La dee da dee da, la da.